for a spectacular evening of cabaret with President and Mrs. Clinton in performance at the White House.
Wednesday night at 8 on WETA.
Welcome to a place that is always just beginning, that rouses itself day to day and year to year to admire what it's made, starting with nothing, then rushes to invent itself all over again. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. There are a million stories in the streets of the cities we never finish building. We intend to tell them all.
WETA's Saturday operations are made possible in part by WETA members in partnership with the Giant Food family, dedicated to quality and service. That's Giant.
This program is made possible by the financial support of viewers like you. Big Band Ballroom Bash.
This is PBS. Ian Richardson as Francis Herkert, a scheming player in House of Cards.
Tomorrow night at 9 on WETA.
Like many Americans in recent years, I've been troubled by our industrial giants crumbling. Good jobs shipped overseas. A worrying future for our children. Once we were unchallenged. Now we feel the heat of global competition daily. We know the pain, but don't know the cures. For 2 years, I've been on a journey looking for answers. Why are our best companies in trouble? What are some winning strategies for our future?
2 special nights, premiering Monday at 9 on WETA.
Am I making myself clear?
President and Mrs. Clinton host an evening of cabaret featuring Dixie Carter, Len Cariou, Blossom Dearie, Shirley Horn, and the legendary Bobby Short. A knockout tribute to America's music in performance at the White House.
Wednesday night at 8 on WETA. This is WETA Stereo 26, public television for the nation's capital.
There must have been the reason psychological why no one on the plane saw the murderer.
Next time on Mystery, the conclusion of Death in the Clouds.
Surely you don't think...
I think only of apprehending the murderer of Madame Giselle.
Agatha Christie's Poirot
Now I understand.
on Mystery.
Thursday at 9 on WETA. WETA TV 26, Washington.
Local broadcast of the Mark Russell Comedy Special is made possible by WETA members in partnership with the Himmelfarb Foundation.
Funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by financial support from viewers like you.
Happy New Year, retroactive taxpayers. I'm Mark Russell, and let's hear it out there for 1993. Now, come on, it wasn't such a bad year unless you were Zoe Baird or Laney Guinier or the Waco, Texas Chamber of Commerce. It was a good year for better understanding in the Middle East. It's a good year for J. Edgar Hoover's dressmaker. The wayward Mars Observer didn't have any passengers on board. And Hillary's health care plan was certainly a lot better than Dr. Kevorkian's health care plan. we are now 6 weeks into the Clinton administration. Now, if I had to describe the opening hours of this new administration with 2 words, I guess the 2 words would be Mayday, Mayday! Please remain calm. President Clinton is in full charge, and Bill is right there beside her.
The Mark Russell Comedy Special was produced by WNED Buffalo, which is solely responsible for its content.
This is PBS.
For an audio cassette of tonight's program, send a check or money order to Mark Russell Comedy Special, Program 1805, Box 4000, Buffalo, New York 14240. Please do not send cash. Allow 6 weeks for delivery.
Season's greetings from WETA.
For a decade, New Year's Day in America has meant the Vienna Philharmonic and the dances of the Strauss family. The conductor of America's first televised New Year's celebration from Vienna in 1985 was Lauren Mazel. He's back with us today as we recall some of the highlights from a decade of these exciting holiday events. We'll take you to the city's Imperial Palace to visit 2 of Vienna's living treasures, the famous Lipizzaner horses and the Vienna Choir Boys. Join me, Walter Cronkite, once again for this year's celebration.
From Vienna, the New Year's celebration 1994 is made possible by IBM. Because as a company that's interested in state-of-the-art technology, we're also interested in the state of the arts.
It was 10 years ago that the United States became part of an international television audience that rings in the new year each January with the Vienna Philharmonic.
This is PBS, the Public Broadcasting Service.
And I'm making myself clear.
President and Mrs. Clinton host an evening of cabaret featuring Dixie Carter, Len Cariou, Blossom Dearie, Shirley Horn, and the legendary Bobby Short. A knockout tribute to America's music in performance at the White House.
Wednesday night at 8 on WETA. Happy New Year from all of us at WETA.
Back to the 1994 New Year's celebration here in Vienna's Imperial Palace. It's Redutensaal, the palace's elegant ballroom, is where the greatest fire damage occurred. This once gold and white room, added in 1748, is now a burned-out shell. There are only memories to evoke the fabled court balls held here for which Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, the Strauss family provided the music.
From Vienna, the New Year's celebration 1994 is made possible by IBM. Because as a company that's interested in state-of-the-art technology, we're also interested in the state of the arts.
This is PBS.
A handshake at the White House as the world waits for peace in the Holy Land. In historic interviews, David Frost talks with Prime Minister Rabin and PLO Chairman Arafat as the Middle East peace process enters its most delicate phase. Will this peace finally succeed? What will the new Middle East look like? And why did these men put their political lives on the line? Rabin and Arafat on the next Talking with David Frost.
Tomorrow night at 8 on WETA. Best wishes in 1994 from WETA.